Good morning, Mr. Molina.
Buenos días, señor
So
Molina.
you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You're also charged with theft. On that one, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're going to dismiss the theft in exchange for your plea on the DWI. You need to understand that the DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. What do you think will happen if you got pulled over after a night of drinking and an officer sees a prior DWI in your record? What do you think is going to happen?
¿Qué cree que le va a pasar a usted?
Regreso a la cárcel.
I'd return to jail.
I would never, even if you've had one beer, get in a car because your record will kill you. And what we're doing today, you'll be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail if you ever pick up another DWI. Do you understand?
¿Entendió, señor?
No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're facing, like I said, up to a year. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail. Credit for the 3 days that you've done.
De cárcel, crédito por los 3 días que ya cumplió.
It also says here $650 in restitution.
$657 en restitución. Él ya pagó eso.
Sí.
And that was on the theft case, Judge. Y eso fue el caso de hurto, de robo.
Great. That's good. Good. I'm glad that you paid that.
Me alegra que lo haya pagado.
It's only fair.
Es solo justo.
Always the idea
Todo
here,
la-
whenever there's someone that there's an alleged victim in a case, we want to make them whole again. And so thank you for doing this. That's great.
Ahora, sí, bueno,
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off.
voy a quitar.
Is this what you want to do?
¿Qué desea hacer? Yes.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Se declara la ofensa. Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for the minimum, which is 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Otherwise, you will be right back in here with us.
Señoría.
I can if you want, but you'll have to get the dates to them. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte.
Thanks.
Yeah, bring them out.
Oh, okay.
Bring them out.
I got a plea and then 2 CJ's cases coming out.
I guess let's do the plea
Wait.
while they're bringing them up.
NWA NNE.
NWA.
Is it Nguyen? Nguyen?
In a tense courtroom, a judge delivers strict bond conditions. The defendant is warned: no driving, no alcohol, no trouble. One mistake could lead back to jail. As the legal system tightens its grip, the message is clear. This is a second chance, but the consequences of failure will be severe.
1A.
1A.
The end of silence.
Order in the court for plea.
After we're done right here, you'll go right here. And that's, you don't have to put anything. She's gonna pay anything. Just have that in. Okay? It's like the current courthouse. That's verse 4.
So
I'm sorry about the ready, Judge.
what do you do with yourself these days, Ms. Swanee? Sorry? What do you do?
Work at Waterbury.
Okay. Are you sure you want to do this? You realize it's going to go on your record.
Yes, sir.
You realize you're only making life more difficult for yourself, right? The more convictions you have, the more difficult you're making life. I mean, you need to understand that life doesn't get easier as you get older. It gets more difficult, and the more convictions you rack up, the harder life is. Just not many people are going to give you a job if you keep getting convictions. So no, I guess you don't want to do a deferred.
I asked her about it, Judge, and I told her that she could avoid the conviction if she did a deferred. She has no convictions that I saw. She said that she wasn't interested in that. I mean, if you're.
There is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. But that would be at a minimum, 9 months. You got to stay clean, no alcohol, no dope. If
Order in the court.
you've no interest to try to keep this off your record,
I got a job to, keep myself busy, so
great.
I plan on staying out of trouble and staying out of the way.
But nevertheless, you're not interested in a probation to try to keep this off your record? Are you sure? Okay. You need to understand that this is going to go on your record. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. This is a lifetime decision that you make today. The other thing that you need to understand is that if you ever run from the cops again, because it's an evading arrest, which is an enhanceable offense, they can use, if you ever pick up another one, they can now make it a felony offense instead of a misdemeanor, because they can use this to enhance you. You understand? Okay. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change it. So are you sure you want to do this? There were no other offers, I guess, no PTI, anything like that?
No, Judge. The circumstances following the,
Okay. If you change your mind within 30 days, perhaps we can do something if you get buyer's remorse. Typically, but you got to understand, this is not a good day for you. This is not a good thing that's happening to you. You're only hurting yourself even more. Do you understand? Stop picking up convictions. Stop getting into trouble. All right, you know that from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Minimum of 90 days for anything you pick up. All right, how do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to, is it 3 days?
it's credit for 2 days.
Oh, yeah, okay, 2 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've.
Inside the courtroom, the judge carefully outlines the bond conditions. No driving, no drugs, no alcohol, and absolutely no violations of the law. The defendant's license is suspended, and any mistake could result in harsher penalties. With warnings of immigration holds and stricter bonds, the system emphasizes accountability, discipline, and the importance of compliance.
Done. I will roll your court costs so you won't know anything. Good luck to you, Ms. Warren. Okay. Thanks.
Move up.
You have Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Rubio, they're both, waivers, Your Honor.
Okay. Gonzalez.
This is
Rubio?
Gonzalez and Rubio. Yes, sir.
I gave to.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Buenos días, señores. Buenos días. Good morning.
Both of you guys are wanted from other states,
Son-
and you are being,
¿Qué está haciendo?
Order in the court, please. I can barely hear the judge and I'm right in front of him.
you're being brought out because you guys are wanted for one reason or the other. You are Alejandro Gonzalez.
¿Ese es su nombre? Sí. Yes.
You're wanted for, out of the state of California, for receiving stolen property, motor vehicle, unlawful driving or taking of a vehicle, resisting, obstructing, delaying of a peace officer or EMT.
Demorando policía a un paramédico.
Are you waiving formal extradition?
¿El señor?
Are you waiving formal extradition?
No, I just signed.
Did you want the 14 days for them to come pick you up?
14 días para que ellos vinieran a recogerlo a usted. Sí. Yes.
And you must waive formal
Tiene que
extradition.
retirar extradición formal. Sorry, I didn't know. Usted ya habló con su abogado, señor.
I guess.
I
You have,
just believe the way you're, and he's understanding the question is being lost in translation, Judge.
Pregunta.
Do you want me to ask him?
¿Quiere que yo le pregunte? Mire a su abogado.
¿Vas a renunciar a pelear que te extradicen? ¿Sí o no? No es ok, es sí o no.
Eso, si digo sí,
Es lo que te vengan en 14 días.
es lo que firma. Sí.
you want to wait formally?
¿Quiere renunciar a extradición formal? Yes.
Mr. Rubio, you are wanted out of the state of Tennessee for first-degree murder.
Asesinato capital.
Are you waiving formal extradition, sir?
¿Extradición formal usted?
Okay.
Hablar más fuerte.
Yes.
Hey, guys, we wish you the best of luck. Take care, and we'll wait for the respective jurisdictions to come get you.
Thank you.
Las jurisdicciones a buscar.
Brandon.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, man.
Your Honor, Your Honor, I'm here on Mr. Enriquez. Judge, this is he was on a, yes, sir. Your Honor, he was on a DWI. He had to come back to prove that he did his IoT SOP classes. I believe he did, Your Honor.
He's behind it. It's like $860.
A courtroom becomes the stage for a critical decision. The judge imposes strict conditions: no driving, no contact, no law violations. The defendant stands on thin ice, warned that any misstep could lead to severe consequences, including jail time or immigration detainers. This is more than a hearing. It's a defining moment between freedom and confinement.
Oh, $930, sorry.
Come up, Mr. Enriquez.
He's completed everything else.
And Judge, he does have the,
So are they withholding all certificates until he pays it?
So these are the supervision fees, so all the fees associated with the program. I don't know if they want to waive the fees, so we could be done today, or.
I just emailed Brenda, and Brenda said they can't wait for probation, according to her.
The moment you pay these fees, the moment they dismiss these cases, when can you pay these fees?
I'm not sure. I don't want to give you an exact date and not fulfill with it, so.
You told me in the hallway potentially 2 months, Judge. They asked for a 4-month extension. Could we get 2 months?
He's going to be under bond condition during that time as well. You know, you're going to have to pay. The longer you take, the more you're going to end up paying in the long run, because you're going to have, what do you have now, an interlock?
He has
I have
sober
spam.
Soberly. All that costs money. The longer you take, the
I
more.
understand. That's why I've been backed up on it. BL told me he would talk to y'all about, dropping it or potentially reducing it.
Tried, but it's not up to me. It's up to the DWI. It's their program. It doesn't run with me. They're the ones who file the dismissal. They're the ones who, write the terms. I only do the resets and either grant or deny the reset, But at some point, we need to put this baby to bed. It's 710 days old.
Yeah, I know.
We can't just keep it open forever. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
I'm a waiter at Papacito's. I'm just doing what I can right now.
So pick up double shifts.
I tried to, but,
I worked at Papacito's, I made a killing.
me too, but I be paying off my bills and stuff.
Where do you live?
What was that?
Where do you live?
I live with my parents right now. I be paying them bills.
You're living with your folks.
Yeah, but it's just like if I'm living by myself, I have to pay rent, other things, utilities, so,
Do you
everything.
pay rent with mom and dad?
That's right.
So if I call your mom and dad right now and I ask them if you're paying rent, they're gonna tell me yes? What's the number? Let's do this. I need to give you a deadline to have this done.
I
We
understand.
can't keep this open forever. It's on you, if you need to, get a second job because you're living at home. Are you doing anything else besides working at Papacito's?
I just cut hair on the side. I got my barber's license, but
Okay, barber's license, it's not, you're gonna have to perhaps get a third job and then, but you need to do what you need to do to get it done. I'm not gonna hold it open forever.
Could we get 2 months?
I'll give you 30 days, but it's already 710 days old. I'll give you 30 days. If you don't have it done by then, I'm gonna set you for trial. We can't keep going. You need to do what you need to do. Are all the fees from what? And when was the last time he made a payment? That's unacceptable.
Like the last payment I see was November 14th, 2023.
Which she was paying for the classes. He was paying for the IP.
And then the breathalyzer and all of that too.
The fees are for drug testing, supervision, the assessment fee, and, oh, yeah, that's it.
So the assessment one was 300.
The $300 for the assessment fee.
But it's been 2 years.
A bit over a year.
Well, since the, you said what?
November 14th.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Was the last payment.
It's time. You need to get this paid. Start working double shifts, do what you need to do to get more money. Okay? So we'll give you 30 days. You got to come back in 30 days and see where we are. If you've not made a payment in 30 days, things are not going to go well. You understand? Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you in 30 days.